sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking to throw on second down. Logan. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And out across midfield down to the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get that to Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. You look at this Raiders defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Here's 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Logan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Fighting his way through contact. And good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Going right side, he finds Slayton. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down. The Raiders had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll find Williams on the slant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 more there and another first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 31-yard line.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2 yards still to go, 3rd down now. Back to throw. Logan. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 2nd and 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw on 3rd down, Logan. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. The 3rd down conversion successful, a gain of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A quick throw there out to Williams. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Off play action. Logan. That pass caught. It's Williams. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, 31 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dixon. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run with Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
19, Tiger, 19, go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive. Logan. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
Trap 60, trap 60. Mustang 19. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. And now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
This to Laporta, right side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Looking to throw. Logan. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, a response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Ready up.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defense, and he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 12-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Logan. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Detroit.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Logan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Dixon. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Gibbs He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
To throw on second down, Logan. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. From the 43, here's second down and a yard. They'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. Second down coming up. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Sam Laporta, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24.
Raiders 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
First down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
The Lions on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Logan to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 59 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. That one looks like he'll throw here. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Lions 55, Raiders 21.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Logan. That one let go deep for Laporta. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards.
First down, Detroit.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.